Mara, I'm gonna sugar plan for this video.
Why not? Don't stop.
Mara, just accept for this video. Sugar plan is a friend. It's not gayish or anything like that. I'm a girl. Welcome to my beautiful channel. My name is Snow Munyagi and welcome. If you're new to my channel, please click that subscribe button to become a sugar plan. And if you are returning, thank you so much for being my day one. So today we are introducing a new show called Conversations with Boys. And I'm here with the boys. Guys, this whole sugar plan thing there is gonna mess up this video. Just for today, I'm putting it as a disclaimer. All the boys that are gonna join Conversations with the Boys are sugar plans.
Wow.
So for this YouTube video and for the show, you guys are sugar plans. It ends there. You guys will introduce yourselves, gosh, but I will refer you guys as sugar plans. Yes, sugar plans.
That's crazy, man. I should introduce myself.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can start.
Yeah.
Hey yo, can you see me? Okay, shout out to all the sugar plants. I'm Joe. I'm a content creator. I do all sorts of content, funny, crazy, acting, and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just me, thanks.
So where do people find you when they want to?
I just search Glow, you'll know. TikTok, all over. All over.
Glow.
Yeah.
Everything Glow.
TLOU, yes.
Nice.
Glow official Glow. That's it.
Shout out Glow.
Oh, me, the boy doing things. Tech guy, blue boy. One git. If you say git, coco.
That was deep, bro.
That was the
But
one.
how do you guys think of those lines that you always
Joe,
bring
you
up?
just think like it's me, of course.
But like, how do you think? I heard you guys saying those horrible lines, just throwing them.
It's us, man. That's how we
It's
are.
just-
So that's how you guys speak.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so as your host for the day,
With
guys, with the most. Please throw another shot with the most and the what?
And the what? I don't have a punchline now.
Okay, so we are starting this show very easy, guys. I wanted to start with a very hot topic, but I thought, man, no, let me not, so that people can just understand what
The
we're on
concept,
about.
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know the topic as yet, what I'm going to call it, but let's just start with the conversation, and then we'll take it from there.
Yes.
So I want to understand your upbringing as a boy child. How was your upbringing as a boy child?
Upbringing like peace.
How did you grow up as a boy child?
For me, I can say it was a nice experience.
Yeah.
I'm grateful I never broke my virginity when I was young. Because otherwise, I was gonna be accused of underage, what and all those things.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that I never got the peer pressure of actually having those things when I was still in high school. So actually everything that I did it when I was matured and old enough. One thing I'm grateful for in my upbringing. Upbringing is that I actually got to do things when I was ready. This guy's when I was ready to do that. Yeah, that was it.
When go.
Yo.
I'm going somewhere with this topic, guys.
Yeah.
I'm going somewhere.
Nah, I can say I grew up in very normal village child situations. I wouldn't say, especially modern villages, come on. I wouldn't say, village towns, in fact. So I wouldn't say that I grew up poor, but I wouldn't say I grew up soft either. So I was just there.
In the making.
Yeah, I went to not a Model C school, but it's just a good school in the village. Yeah, grew up well, raised by both my parents, grew up with my siblings. I've experienced a lot of hardships though, but then I think everyone does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think for me it wasn't too much of my mom died when I was, no disrespect, but I'm saying I haven't been through things that I consider very hard for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I just grew up normal. So I think it's by the grace of God also.
Are you confident
Mhm.
to say you are this kind of a person because of your parents?
Oh
Or
yeah.
rather your upbringing?
I think they have more to do with me now because I've learned. You know, when you are young, you do mistakes because you haven't really learned these people or you haven't listened to what they say.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, now I would say I'm like this now because of them.
Yeah. Do you guys feel parents treat girl children differently as compared to boy children?
Yeah, I believe that.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that.
How so?
What's your take on that?
Yeah, I wanna hear your opinion.
I think basically for me, it's both good and bad. In the sense that if I feel like, obviously we're not the same. That's one thing also. Girls and guys are not the same. That's why now, like most of the times, I don't even want to get into. I don't even want to get into positions. Like we are debating about men and women because we are not the same. Nothing can ever be the same.
Yeah, that's fact.
We are not the same.
Yeah.
So to come back to your question, I feel like them treating boys like that, they want the boy to be tougher, strong. And the way they treat girls with that care, with that they come first, they listen to them first, whatever. I feel like it's more of instilling the feminineness in the woman because you don't want to raise a girl child rough, or no charisma, kind, and because some of the things don't come natural. I would say that.
Yeah.
So when you treat a girl with care, that's most of what she's gonna know growing up.
Yeah.
So that she could be able to take care of, you know.
So, Tech, when in your upbringing, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt like a girl was treated better than you were treated? Whether it can be your siblings, whether it can be your cousins, sisters, whether it can be your female friends when they are visiting, or like it should be.
Honestly, some things you can't really see as a man. Even when you are a boy, you can't really see them like, or look at them treat her bad, unless if some parents are overdoing it. So I feel like in a way, even when you are young, you kinda like feel like I don't want young. Like we always said that thing, oh, it's a girl. So you understand or whatever. No, why not? Why was sorry until so. It's a lady, you understand? So I can't really say what I was in a position whereby I kind of felt like I was not treated the way I was supposed to be, and the other lady was treated in a way that was more bad. In a way, now to me it was more of like, they're gonna treat her different to me.
But why do we carry that mentality though?
Of treating them
differently. Exactly. Why only that difference?
I feel like if
treat you soft, treat you hard, because where I'm coming from, my grandmother and my mother and my father, they've raised me to be a strong woman. They've raised me like a boy more than a girl.
That's interesting.
Exactly. So
how so?
I mean, I do what my baby brothers are supposed to be doing,
which is understandable because
I'm the eldest.
But I remember what my concept comes from Tabaya, understanding, like being taught that as a man, you're not only a man to go to war, but you're also a man to also wash dishes. You understand? So those things, Lena, I experienced them. Like I didn't like it when my mom said, then my sister was like, there, sitting. Because I was like, no, why is that? I want that kind of concept. But then they enforced me, or you are a man, you also need to wash dishes. So learn as much as learn about most of the things that as we do as gens. For not when it's a show.
No, when I say differently, I'm not saying treating us bad. I'm not saying parents treating us bad. I'm saying treating us differently. Have you ever been in a situation where you
now honestly I've never. Have you?
I'm being treated differently. I have. Like, for example, I've got a baby brother who's doing grade 11. I'm 10 years older than him. and I feel they're not saying anything about it. Mara nanga fihla after 6 gate no
Because you're a lady, you need to be protected.
But what's the why? Why is it like that? Because I'm a lady.
Yes. I
Can
mean,
we
that's
protect? Like a lady Joe is like an egg Joe. I'm not saying men are not like eggs, but a lady is more like someone who needs protection. And we live in a country whereby a lot of things are happening to ladies. Yes. You have to understand that the mama why ka 10. Like she's also concerned about
But
the
what
state
about
of
men?
the
It's
of
because
the-
she knows
Hey.
that with men, it's far lesser for a man to be the target than you.
than you.
Because are you aware we are living in a 21st century where men are being raped, where men are being kidnapped, where men are being killed
But-
by other men?
But
And this is 80, 90.
But
stats says women are the ones that are go through a lot.
But even men are also going through shit now. We are living in 21st century, guys. You can't tell me that you guys are not aware of the current affairs whereby
Yeah.
men are being raped, whereby men are being killed
We are.
by other men, and all of those things. Are so
We are, mara factually speaking, ne. Women are the one that go through these things more than men. You understand? Even if a GPV, maybe some men don't speak out, but the percentage or the rates on and Texas, not Texas, they say that women are the one that are going through a lot in these cases. So we are not saying or banna ba rape or banna ba utsi or banna ba do all these kind of things that the women go through. But all we are saying is women ke bona ba suffering the most in this case. That's why if I were to have a girl child, I will try by all means to protect her from the world, like how cruel the world is.
Nice. Do you guys think there's a difference between a boy child that has been raised by a single parent, which is a mother, or a single parent, which is a father, or both parents? Do you guys think there's a difference?
this one for me is
I always get but about 20 more to mama's boy.
you always find what?
But how would you
Boys
see
who are being raised
raised
by
by
mothers, they're being called mama's boy. There's a stigma around them being called mama's boys.
Yeah.
So I want to know if there's a difference between a boy child that has been raised only by a mother or a boy child that has been raised by both mother and a father.
you
Do you
understand?
guys think there's a difference?
Yeah, I can start. Yeah, I didn't know we were gonna be this conscious with the sugar plums.
Problems are all
I didn't know.
self-aware.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something light, but no. Just I feel like it depends on the person themselves.
Person like the child or
The
mother.
child, but also it depends on. It actually depends on the child, or I don't know. The other, depending, you will understand me if I say that. Or depend a lot if it's like, you know how I want to put it, ne?
Put it
Let's say
however.
that. Let's say it depends on the child can absorb all of that, because you can be raised by women and still be the tough guy. I mean, nothing is just straight like this with people. So also you can be raised by women and be a soft guy, like
Or raised by men and be soft.
or also you can also be raised by men and be soft. So that's what I'm saying. It depends on those type of situations. But most of the time, guys that are raised by women who have had just feminine energy in their livelihood, like growing up as kids, they tend to be much more
Softer.
soft. They lead with a very sensitive, extra sensitive heart, and then that's because they've never had to balance the things well. It was more feminine than I remember. Like, even just to go off topic, Steve Harvey was saying this one time that he remembers being a stepfather to this other the dead girlfriend of his, and the boy was just raised by her mother the whole time, until one time he was just passing by and he saw the boy peeing like a girl on the thing, on the.
Peeing isn't like peeing.
Yeah, pee.
Yeah.
Like he was sitting like this, and then he was like, "Yo, it was touching because I had to go teach him." He wasn't gay or nothing.
Yeah.
But
you had to take him
yeah,
through
he was like, "Yo,
how
you don't
men
sit,
do it."
you stand there." Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it could either or not, but it just depends.
Now, honestly, I think there is a difference, because now I'm someone who likes to observe a lot, and I've also realized that in most instances, most of the things that are trending these days are kind of Musadi days. There's ladies who make videos like, I wouldn't tolerate a man who doesn't take me out. I wouldn't tolerate a man who doesn't do these things. If you go deeper and check those things deeper on a deeper level, you'll realize that most of the people that say those things are the people that actually have never been in balanced families. You never actually, you can't, like, there was this other lady saying, or I won't tolerate a man who doesn't open a door for me. Like, where have you ever seen
I
that?
saw there's also this one that's trending now.
The one.
Oh, this one
they
that's
even went
trending.
to go and check, but they single mom. That lady
Yeah,
apparently is a single
yeah,
mom. That
she's
lady
a
apparently has her OnlyFans. And she was saying, I wouldn't.
Are you
tolerate-"
serious?
I'm telling
Because
you.
I saw the also went as far as taking
I'm
out
telling you,
her
apparently they're on TikTok, on
have
Twitter.
pictures, have naked
Hey,
pictures.
I've
saw
seen
it
it.
also.
You understand what I'm saying?
The video.
So those are concepts that don't exist, but they are trying to impose on us. Like, I wouldn't. Podcasting young one. I used to na allowance with 30K. Like in real life situations, what do you see such things whereby now you actually say, my mother was giving me, my father did 1,000. Those things don't exist. So I feel like there's a huge difference, and I wish if it was possible, I wish like each family even balanced, if it was possible, so that people get to be what they want to be, not because holy kill something. Because just like you are, it's all up to you. He's right. It's all up to you at the end of the day, or who you become. But how you were raised, it has a very, very, very serious impact. If no, you never, let's say, like, maybe accident or something happened.
Yeah.
That you understand, you get to understand that, okay, my mother is there. Even child doesn't understand the situation. But no, Papa, give me beer. Papa, I forgot. Even when you're young, you don't understand what's happening. No, your father is a dog. I don't like that guy. I don't know. You inherit those things. When you become a man, there's a chance how you might become like your father.
Fair enough.
Or there might be a chance how you actually get to understand, or the father was wrong and you don't want to be like him.
Fair enough.
It's two ways.
I mean, fathers, I hope you guys are listening, because this is a very interesting
And I don't have a
conversation.
child.
And even those ones who are also planning on having kids, I hope you guys are listening, because you can see that gents are crying. They want you guys to be there for the kids. Please, guys. So this one name that I'm going to ask you guys, it's going to be a little bit sensitive, but I just want to hear your take. It's just a continuation of the same question I've asked you. So it's about gay people. So do you guys think, since divorce rate is very high now of late, né? And yeah, we have a lot of men coming out to be gay people. Do you guys
Coming out of the closet.
coming out of the closet?
When are you coming out from?
I ain't about all of that. I ain't nothing about that.
So do you guys think the reason why all of a sudden everyone is coming out of the closet, it is because of the divorce rate and the absence of the person's father?
That's a difficult one. Other than it's too complex, I'm not gonna lie, because
I just want to hear a little bit of it. I'm going somewhere with it.
I try to observe how these things work. Actually, I get confused sometimes. I don't have actually enough information to actually say, oh, how is it gay? Like, are you born gay? Or is something that you come across? I don't have information.
Okay, but looking from the outside as the third person.
As the third person.
Yeah. Judging from the outside.
People like go gay because of divorce rates and stuff like that.
The absence of the father figure
of the
in their lives.
And I also blame it on the community, society that we live in. too much freedom that we have. I'm not saying all the people are already gay because we want all the freedom, but I feel like at this point, ish, only technology what I'm change because I wanna. Oh, mama would learn to. Hey, let me also try it out. So I feel like some people. I'm not judging, but I feel like some people they do it because it's there to be done. So that's like I don't have enough information about the whole society. So that's why I'm not trying to make comments that will end up implicating myself and stuff like that. But that's all that I can say.
Chloe, do you think growing up as a boy child, you were given enough opportunity to express your emotions? I mean, growing up, we come across bullies, we come across things we would want to tell our parents about, but we can't speak about them. For example, I remember when I went on my periods, I was in grade 6. I didn't know anything about periods. I didn't know what was happening.
Your friend helped you.
May he so rest in peace. I love you, bro. Anywho.
Okay. I don't know the story, but okay.
Yeah, but okay, let me just give you a brief of the story. I was in grade 6, and back in primary I used to play with boys more than I used to play with girls. So it was a group of boys with that one girl. So we're playing brick for this thing that you do it and then you flip. So the gents saw that I'm dripping something from the panty. And then they pulled me on the side to say, dude, there's something going on. But we were in grade 6. We didn't understand what was going on. Shapo, now innocently, we go to the bathroom, I go check what is going on. And then I'm like, maybe or something. I just thought, like, that's the first thing that came into my head, bro. I thought,
what?
Dude, maybe I feel like when you have a runny stomach and then you can't hold the poop. I thought it's that. Like it didn't click my head. Up until this one friend of mine, the one that passed on, so he was so he went to the principal's office and then he came with a pen and then he asked me to put it. And then he said to me, I can't play anymore. But he couldn't explain what was going on. Fast forward, when I got home, I take out this pet thing because I still don't understand it. I take out the panty, I put it in the monkey. I go play. After I'm done playing, I see there's this thing again. I take out the panty, I put it in the basket. This is the third panty. I'm still not going to my grandmother to say, Mama, there's something. Exactly. So I'm asking you guys as boy kids, there were situations like that you also went through. It's not the period one, my situation, but were you given enough opportunity to express your feelings growing up?
In that sense, when you started, nah, it's not.
Because now I can say the only thing that you have when you're young, maybe it's wet dreams. On those ages.
There's not too much, and the thing about us is that guys
even if it's bullying, where you ever found, it doesn't necessarily have to be what happened to me. It has to be what transpired between your friendships as a boy child growing up, school, your teachers, your girlfriend, those things. Like, let's just generalize it. I was just giving you guys an example of
well, in general, Jay, I would say that
because for girl children, it's easy for them to just speak to their parents about anything. I remember when I started dating. Okay, let me just quickly finish the story. My grandmother went to go check the bathroom and then she saw the repairs and then she called me. She saw the panties and then she called me and then she sat down with me and we had like a heart-to-heart conversation, and it was easy for me to have that conversation with her. So were you guys given that opportunity growing up where you can have that heart-to-heart conversation with your parents? Where you can say
the thing is, now when I was never bullied, I was never beaten in school. I only fought once and I won. So I don't have experience about, hey, no nigga bully you, I had to go home. The only time when I had a problem was when I was doing matric and there was this other guy who was gay, and he kept on showering me when I was doing it. And I couldn't, like, at that point, I couldn't understand.
What was happening?
Like, dog, what's happening? Dog, I don't understand. I didn't have that knowledge. I
don't go to one like you.
And I told my mom about that. Oh, mama, I don't want to.
Was it easy for you to just go have that conversation with your mom to say, hey, bruh?
It was easy because I did it the year after when I was already in Basi.
So
why didn't you do it?
Because that time I couldn't understand. I was like, oh, this guy I couldn't avoid one cafe. That's what I was telling myself. People knew that guy liked me. Even when we were speaking, 1 hour minutes. I don't know, kiss or something. He was doing those things. Also, I'll avoid like being around him. So, but the following year I managed to tell my mom, and that time it was already over and it was a joke and she still jokes about it.
And then would you have the same conversation with your dad?
Black dads I can't say that. I can't say that difficult, but when you think about it, like telling your father that you're like, oh, I can't tell
Why?
this
Why?
How do I tell my father that there's a king on me? Like, it's crazy, man. It's not easy. I was like,
So is it safe for me to say fathers must also work on creating a safe space for their kids to come and have such conversations with them, because at the end of the day, they're human, right? Why is it only that we can have such conversations with mothers, not the both parents, you know? Because, I mean, if he's your father, if he's there to protect you, he must know each and every inch of everything that is happening in your life.
No, that's true. I just feel like maybe women have been formed to just be very kind in their natural ability. So it ends up drawing us to them more than these ones. So these ones also, they want to have that relationship. Most of the time fathers want you to fear them so that you can, it's that tough love thing, right? So that you can be able to come nice, because everybody can just be soft or else you'll be. So I feel like maybe the reason we are much more become easy to talk to mothers than men. The men are trying to make you feel like every day with them is like you must fear them a bit, or so now for me I feel like the reason we are like this is because we balanced we've looked at their characters and said, hey, let me go, and then it just became it's like your brain. I don't know how to explain it in psychology. It's very easy for anybody to choose this than that. So I don't know.
Between your mother and your father, who are you close to?
My mom, definitely.
When?
I can say my mom.
Why? Why not?
Because it takes us back to time after time, like you talk and but to some extent, like a woman, it's like the way we got grand girlfriend, the way we not getting tired of each other. So even with your mom, it kind of is like that. Like a girlfriend, I'm not saying.
No,
like that.
No, it's there. Even in the books of psychology, the first girl you're going to date and love, they remind you of your mom. Well, they say the first girlfriend you have in life is your mom, but the one you're going to love out there also has. Like, like you've always been receiving this kind of love from your mom. Is the same love you're going to want from the woman you're going to basically.
So what do you guys think of
We've
this?
been recording for more than 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's just wrap up. It's a very interesting conversation.
Yeah, this could be an hour and 48.
And I just thought about it now. Like I was writing can I get the notes now? So what do you guys think about this idiom that says "Monna kinkwal"?
That's trash. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Why is that so?
He knows that I'm an advocate for male mental health.
Like a lot of time.
I know when I'm in Google, I killed 1912.
Just feel time.
Mandela when I was walking through the Robben Island, not 1912, 19 whatever that he was working on. Yeah, now it's 2020. 2024, I mean. We can't be saying we are not animals. Yes, we are mammals, but not animals like that. A man must speak. Yeah. But you can't, like, let me advise guys. No? A man must speak and must know where to speak and who to speak to.